Yo, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Have you ever, first and foremost, happy holidays to everyone. Whatever your religion is, whatever you choose to celebrate, happy holidays to you. I wish you have a really merry, happy holiday season and have a very prosperous new year. All right, so let's talk about Christmas and Santa Claus, right? You ever think about who the hell is Santa Claus? Like, why do we celebrate Santa Claus? Why is he the icon of Christmas? I think about that and I ponder on that often, right? And I've done some research, and I have some of the research here. Now, there's a couple different attributes to Santa Claus because Santa Claus is something that we got from the Dutch. His name was Sinterklaas, and it wasn't the best thing in terms of racial affairs. Santa Claus and his form of an elf, which was I guess like a slave or whatever. But anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. I don't want to talk about anything negative. I want to talk about something that's really fascinating and how we actually got this Santa Claus as an icon. Santa Claus, I'm not making this up. I was reading on this today. I want to talk to you guys about it because it's Christmas time. And we're like, who the hell is Santa Claus? Like, why him, right? So Santa Claus, it's a huge connection with Santa Claus and a fungus that we all know of. Maybe you don't know of, but it's called magic mushrooms or psilocybin, all right? Now, this particular type of mushroom is red and white. It looks just like the colors of Santa Claus, right? And Santa, back then there was a shaman. There was these shamans in Siberia, right? In the Arctic, freezing cold. And it's a representation of Santa. So everything lines up. So I'm gonna go through 7 connection points so y'all can see what I'm talking about, all right? So Santa, well, in the Arctic there was these shamans, and shamans are traditionally the ones who would provide, whether it be magic mushrooms, whether it be ayahuasca or DMT, whatever kind of psychedelic you're into, they would have it, right? That particular shaman for that. And they would also guide you, right? Because contrary to popular belief, psychedelics are not, it's not a recreational type of drug. It's not a drug at all. It's more of a medicine. It's not for partying. It's more for therapeutic reasons. Now with the research, they prohibited this stuff years ago, but the prohibitions have been lifted and they're using them for research right now. And there's really fascinating studies on LSD, psilocybin, MDMA. These things really help people in a profound way in terms of people with depression, people with PTSD, people who suffer from anxiety, people who are addicted to prescription drugs or cigarettes, alcohol, things of that nature. It really helps in a positive and an affirmative. So it's really fascinating. All right. So these shamans are who's going to guide you on your journey. So if you're taking a voyage, depending on how big that voyage is, you know, you're going to need someone there to kind of guide you through. Nowadays, there's therapists that provide those treatments, those services, but you can still go to Peru, you can still go to different places in Mexico and get with a shaman to really guide you in a traditional sense. All right, so that's the first connection, is the shamans in Siberia, and they gave out mushrooms to people on winter solstice, which is around the 21st of December, right? Okay. So the mushrooms, the second connection is they grew underneath pine trees. That's where they were finding these mushrooms, these magic mushrooms at, all right? So when you think of Christmas, you think of a pine tree and gifts under the tree, right? That has nothing to do with Jesus. The birth of, it has nothing to do with the birth of Jesus. So why else are we celebrating that, right? So that's where that come from, those images come from, is from the mushrooms growing under Christmas, the pine tree. Now it's a Christmas tree. Now, to the shamans, reindeer were the spirit animals, and they would often find the mushrooms. They would hunt them out. So the red on like Rudolph's nose was like symbolic of a mushroom, because the tops of them are red and white, but red mostly. Okay, number 5. So in Christmas iconography, you'll see a lot of ornaments shaped like what's called amanita mushrooms, and this is the particular type of mushroom that's red and white. All right. Other depictions of the fungi are also prevalent in Christmas decorations throughout the world, particularly in Scandinavia and Northern Europe. Let's see, they also said they made it clear that there's a connection between modern day Christmas and the ancestral practice of eating mushrooms. You know, it's not just a coincidence. It's a direct link, straight up. All right, so number 6, the shamans that we talked about at number 1, they dress. If you were to see them now, back then, you would think that was Santa, because that's how they dressed. They were older men. They were, you know, a shaman's going to be an elder of whatever village or town, and wise, lot of hair grown out, and he wore red and white to pay homage or respect to these particular mushrooms. So Santa's outfit, Santa's drip, came from the shamans. All right, and number 7. So you know how Santa goes around and drops presents under everyone's chimney. That was a tradition of the shaman. The shaman would go and, you know, all throughout the villages and drop the mushrooms down people's chimneys, because there would be so many layers of snow. So that would be the easiest access to people's homes. So those are 7 connections of Santa Claus as we know it, and the shamans, and mushrooms, psychedelic mushrooms, psilocybin mushrooms, magic mushrooms, whatever you want to call it. I think is wildly fascinating. The world of psychedelics is wildly fascinating. You know, fortunately, you know, it's not legal yet. It's legal in certain places, but they have lifted prohibitions. They are not criminalizing it. It's decriminalized, so people are not going to go to jail if caught with it, but it's still not, you're not supposed to do it. They are using it for research purposes, is going on. You know, I've taken myself a few journeys to the center of the universe, as I like to put it, in different countries, in places where it is legal. And listen, I'm telling you, it is mind expansion is the minimum. Like, you literally level up your aptitude of who you are. You face whatever demons you have, and is magnified. Your good and your bad is magnified, right? So the love that you have for people is magnified, but the dirt or the filth that you have on you is magnified as well, and you are forced to face it, to deal with it. So that was something that I actually went through, you know, a few months ago, and it was an amazing experience. If y'all want, maybe I'll go into detail about that on another video. But this particular video, I just wanted to go into, you know, 7 connections of Santa Claus and mushrooms, because I didn't understand where did Santa come from. All right, but I hope to enlighten you with a cool little historic fact. I like to uncover things that are not normally told, but things that are really relevant, especially to the times right now. So anyway, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If it's Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. I wish you none but love, happiness, peace, success, health, wealth, all of that good stuff, all right? And if y'all want to know about my journey, let me know down in the comments, all right? I'll let y'all later. Peace.